These hands belong to a young couple who intend to get married someday. They are planning their future as all couples should. Together, sharing their thoughts, thinking alike. Their thoughts are as one.
For our wedding, I think I ought to carry this kind of a bouquet.
No, I think this one's better.
Oh, well, they can't think alike about everything. After all, he's a boy and she's a girl.
This is the kind of an engagement ring you ought to get from me.
No, I think this one would be better.
Well, as I say, she's a girl and he's a boy, so there are bound to be some differences of opinion. After all, a girl and a boy have different opinions about clothes. You wouldn't expect them to dress alike.
Into a partnership.
Yeah, look, boy, is it going to be terrific.
Corliss, Dexter, we're trying to play bridge.
We sure got something that'll go under it.
Go under what?
Please, no questions.
We don't know what they're talking about.
At the moment, we don't particularly care.
What's the partnership about? We're going to build a boat, just Dexter and I.
Yeah, but it's going to be for all of us.
Instead of renting one at the lake every time we go out, we'll have one of our own, because it belongs to us.
You see, it's going to be ours. Boy, I can see us out there in the lake right now.
A boat? I think that's a wonderful idea.
Now all we have to do is figure out the blueprint. Come on, Dex. This is the most stupendous project of our whole life.
If it'll keep you quiet for the next couple of hours, I'd consider that project sublimely successful.
Sailing, sailing over the ocean blue. Avast there, you landlubbers. Where's the mizzen mast? Well, I'll be poop decked. The mizzen is mizzen.
Dexter, hoist anchor and get out of here.
Please.
Aye, aye, sir.
Dexter, straighten that rug and get out of here.
Aye, aye, sir.
If Dexter sails his boat as carelessly as he acts around the house, he's going to be a menace to navigation. He'll be known as the Poop Deck Pedal Pumper, the peril of the puddles.
Yeah? Hi, Bill.
Hi. Real busy little beavers, aren't they?
Yeah, they were up at the crack of dawn.
Do you want us, Bill?
Oh, thanks. I think the boat's a good idea. Keep them both busy for a while.
Well, Mary and I were discussing that this morning. We think it would be a good idea if you men did a little helping.
Oh, I don't agree. I think the kids should build a boat. It'll give them a sense of accomplishment.
Oh, but Harry...
No, Janet, I don't think I should work in the boat. But I've got a different reason.
What?
I'm lazy.
Corliss and Dexter have depended on us too long. It's time they did something on their own.
Building a boat sounds like work, and these are my resting days.
You're not that tired, Bill.
I'm not. That's why I'm resting. Keep from getting tired.
I still think you two should help a little.
Absolutely not. I remember the first time I put an electric motor together. It took me weeks. I slaved over it. But when I plugged it in and saw it run, it was one of the greatest days of my life.
I remember that day very well, too. You short-circuited all the electricity in the neighborhood. Part of your house burned down, and it took the electric company 4 days to repair the damage.
That's not the point. The motor ran.
Sure is wonderful working together like this, isn't it, Corliss?
I know how you feel, Dex. It's like practicing for our marriage, building something for the future.
This is going to be our little dreamboat, Corliss. We're going to sail the 7 seas of life together, arm in arm, tiller to tiller, with nothing but love to guide us. Yes, sir. We're going to build this all by ourselves, piece by piece, together. Here, I'll do it. Yep, it sure is wonderful working together like this. A real partnership. Here. Let me see. I'll do it. Yes, sir. We have the perfect relationship, you and I. Shoulders to the wheel, giving unstintingly and unstintingly giving. 100% cooperation. That's us. One for all and all for one. Each one helping the other. Yeah. Move away, Corliss. I'll get it. Don't worry. Hand in hand, Corliss, going through life jointly. Screw batten to transom. Never mind, Corliss. I'll do it. Sharing, building, doing everything together.
You say we're working together. But working together means working together. You won't let me work together, so from now on you can work together by yourself.
Hi, Dexter. How's the yacht coming along?
Just fine, Mr. Archer.
No, Dexter. Not that way.
Why?
Well, you get better leverage with a vise. Bring it over here. I'll show you.
Yeah, but it says in the directions all you need is a screwdriver and some glue.
Dexter, you have to take those directions with a grain of salt.
It doesn't say anything about salt.
Now, let's see. Center of outer bilge batten.
I thought we decided on a hands-off policy.
Just offering a few suggestions.
It was supposed to be their accomplishment, remember?
If Corliss and I are going to build something, and it seems to me if we're going to build it, then we ought to build it. I mean, it seems to me there's not much fun in building something by yourself if somebody helps you build it by yourself, because then you're not by yourself.
Are you inferring that my help is unnecessary?
Gosh, Mr. Archer, you sure know how to say exactly what I mean.
Very well, Dexter. If my advice is not appreciated, I see no reason to give it. Make all the mistakes you want. You don't even know how to be sloppy and leave things lying around.
I think we understand each other, Dexter. Mr. Archer isn't the handiest man in the world.
Yeah, hey, Pop, don't do that. It's all laid out according to the direction.
Well, your father's a carpenter from way back. You're just confusing things this way.
Yeah, Pop, it says in the directions that...
You're talking to a master craftsman. Wait a minute. I'll show you how to get things done around here.
Pop, thanks.
Thanks for what? I didn't show you anything yet.
Yeah, that's just it.
What's just it?
Well, I don't want you to show me anything. I want to do it all by myself.
Well,
Gosh, Papa, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings.
on the contrary. Why should a father be hurt because his son doesn't want his help?
Oh, Papa, I want your help on a lot of things. A lot of things, like, got any money?
I can see I'm not wanted. Put it together your own way. Waste time. Make errors.
No, but Papa...
No, Dexter. You've made your bed. I'll lie in it. I wouldn't help you now. No, sir.
But Papa...
Dexter, you've made your decision. Stick to it. One of these days you'll realize that you need your father. And it'll hit you with a bang.
I knew you'd understand, Pop.
Mr. Archer and Mr. Franklin sure are nautical and lovers of ships. Dexter may enjoy building the boat, but Mr. Archer and Mr. Franklin are really getting a bang out of it.
Looks something like a boat.
It's not bad, considering it's its first effort.
Yeah, you got the chines in the wrong place.
Oh, look at that bow support.
Say, Bill, I think I've got an idea.
I think your idea is the same as my idea.
Well, let's do it. Let's take it apart and put it together right. Dexter will never know the difference.
Dexter will still have the feeling of accomplishment. We'll have some fun, too.
Yeah, well, let's do it. We'll know what we're doing.
Yeah.
Mr. Archer has made mistakes before, but that time he sure put his foot in it. If this keeps up, he's not going to have a leg to stand on.
Just wait till you see how much I did. Sure grew during the night.
Doesn't look so good to me.
Oh, it was better yesterday. Looks like it had a hard night.
Never mind, Corliss. Move away, Corliss. I can do it, Corliss. You sure did it.
Well, I can't understand it. I could have stood on that yesterday.
From now on, we're working together. Tiller to tiller and finish this boat together. Look, you didn't even put that screw in.
Those kids should take that boat to a doctor. And the farther away from the water, the better. As a matter of fact, they should take it, if you'll excuse the expression, to a dry dock.
Are you sure Dexter's asleep?
He went up to his room over an hour ago to study. That means he's asleep. You know something? I bet he doesn't trust us.
Yeah. And I'll bet that we'd resent it if we weren't such sneaks.
Well, what are we whispering for? Oh, when Dexter falls asleep, nothing can wake him up. Come on, let's go to work.
Work? We'll wake him up.
Oh, I'm telling you, Harry, when that kid falls asleep, he could use a hammer on him and it wouldn't make any difference.
Yeah, but we're liable to bump into him while we're working.
Don't be silly. We're not clumsy. Let's move him outside. Yeah, the fresh air will do him good.
I love you, too. Corliss.
Where'll we start first?
Please don't touch my boat.
Dexter, whatever gave you that idea?
Why, we were just admiring your work, well, looking at it.
I saw this morning how you were looking at it last night. Corliss and I spent all day putting your looking back together again.
Dexter, we were only trying to help.
Of course. And after all, son, we've had the experience.
Well, I'm sorry, Pop and Mr. Archer, but Corliss and I want to build this boat with no interference.
Interference?
Just trying to help.
They're beginning to look real nautical, isn't it?
Oh, it's beautiful, Dex. Dexter, your father and my father are playing checkers.
Golly, my pop only plays checkers when he's depressed.
I know. Maybe we should let them help us with the boat.
Oh, now, wait a minute, Corliss. You remember what happened last time we let him help? Holy cow. If we get any more help like that, we're going to need help to help us get rid of the help.
You don't understand, Dexter. I mean help under your supervision. You're such a genius at building boats.
Well, Corliss, it's not that I'm a genius. It's just that geniuses don't know as much as I do.
After all, you're the skipper. Everybody has to do what you tell them to.
Well, if you put it that way.
Besides, they couldn't make mistakes with you watching them. You'd be the captain, and they'd be your crew.
Well, I guess I can afford to be big about it. Okay, we'll let him help. But you tell your father one false move and I'll hide his seasick pills.
Aye, aye, sir.
Your boat. I mean, move.
Daddy, we're never going to be able to finish that boat.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if you and Mr. Franklin would like to help us.
I'm afraid not, Corliss. Dexter doesn't want us, and we don't want to push ourselves in when we're not wanted.
Right. When a father's not wanted by his own son. Well,
As Shakespeare says, how sharper than a serpent's tooth it is to have a thankless child.
right. How sharper than a thankless snake it is to have a toothless child. Let it go again?
In any case, let Dexter finish his own boat without our help.
Well, all right, Daddy. We'll try. But I didn't want you to help Dexter. I wanted you to be the captains and let Dexter help you.
Captain?
Oh. Now, wait a minute.
Yeah, that's different.
You know, on thinking it over, a father does have a certain obligation to his child.
Even though he is toothless.
Thankless.
Oh, yes, of course. Wait a minute, how's that go again? No sharpened tooth can bite my childless snake. Harry. Skipper!
Well, the experts are here. You've got nothing to worry about, Dexter.
Yes, we'll take care of your little problem, son. Well, let's see the plans.
Yeah, but Pop, the boat's just about finished. All you gotta do is sandpaper and paint it.
Painting, that's my specialty.
Yeah, and I'll have it as smooth as glass. I'll use this. Bill, plug it in, will you?
Oh, sure.
Daddy, we were going to sandpaper it by hand, not with a machine.
Well, that's a waste of time. This thing will do it 10 times as fast.
Mr. Archer, gee whiz, that electric sander's too rough.
Oh, Dexter, I'll have it done before you know it. Don't worry about a thing.
And I'll fill in the screw holes here.
Right.
Mr. Archer, don't you think you're taking off a little too much?
Don't be silly, Dexter. I know what I'm doing. There. That's better, eh, Bill? Get the paint mixed?
It's all mixed.
Uh-huh.
Isn't it a beautiful color, Daddy?
Oh, that's no color for a boat. It's not seaworthy. Here. Oh, here. Yeah, I'll put this with it. There. How's that?
Golly, Daddy, I don't know.
Well, it'll dry 2 shades lighter, or 2 shades darker, or, well, it'll be better than what you had. Bill. He's going to paint a boat with a brush. Don't be old-fashioned, Dexter. We'll spray it.
Spray it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, we'll use the old vacuum cleaner. Well, you have never seen anything until you've seen a spray job.
Oh, yes. And then, after the paint dries, we sand it again.
Yeah.
With the electric sander.
Now you're catching on, Dexter.
Next time they sand it, there won't be anything left to sand.
Okay, turn it on.
Good work. Put your hand over the air hole.
If this keeps up, they'll have to launch Dexter instead of the boat. And he'd sure be a sloppy sloop slumping in the slip.
Everybody ready?
Yes, sure.
Oh, sure.
Here, Corliss, you christen it.
Okay. I hereby christen thee Corliss Archer.
No, give it a good whack, Corliss. Come on, try again.
I hereby christen thee the good ship Corliss Archer.
Oh, Corliss, here, let me do it. Now, I hereby christen this mighty ship the Corliss Archer. So I'm christened. Never mind. Come on, let's get down to the lake.
Well, the boat's finally going to be launched. That poor boat. It's been as mistreated as a flea at a high-class dog show.
After all the trouble they've been through, I hope they're all having a nice sail on the lake.
They can have it.
You don't like sailing?
I love it. My stomach hates it.
Oh, Mary. Well, that boat means a lot to the kids. I guess it means a lot to Harry and Bill, too.
Nature's wonderful. A seed grows up and becomes a flower. A girl grows up and becomes a woman. A boy grows up, and what does he become? A boy. Somebody goofed.
Well, I hope they're having a good time.
It sank.
They sandpapered it too thin.
We did not. And I can prove it if we can just find someone to dredge the boat up from the bottom of the lake.
Corliss, Dexter, come on. Come on, Harry.
You'll be all right in a few days, dear. It's only a cold.
Only a cold? I'm dying. Is Corliss with Dexter?
Yes, they're putting the lumber into the garage.
What lumber?
They're building a new boat.
Another one? I should think the experience for that last one would be enough.
I don't think they consider it their experience, dear. You and Bill were running interference.
That's not true. Those plans were defective. You know, I feel better already.
You do, dear? Well enough to go out and see how they're getting along?
Well, since you put it that way, yes. It wouldn't be a bad idea, after all. They are inexperienced.
You're going to stay right here.
But, Janet!
Dexter says it'll take 3 days to build a new boat. And the doctor says it'll take 3 days to get rid of that cold.
What doctor?
Me.